How to carve margins with perfection. Hello everyone, this is my third video using this example of this teeth, and today I'm going to show you how you can carve out perfect margins a very easy way in SelfCAD. But I'm going to do it today a little bit different. Instead of just recording first a tutorial and walking you through a tutorial, I also want to show you how to actually record a tutorial so you can learn to make them for your own teams. You have many companies that actually use SelfCAD tutorials to train their teams. So let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to go to tutorial and I'm going to click on record tutorial, and then it asks me if I want to record, and then if I have something in the middle it will basically show me here, but this idea you'll get always this pop-up, and this asks you if you want to remove everything. You see I have many things in my scene. If you click yes, it cleans up everything. Not only it removes everything, it resets all of the default settings so the tutorial can start from scratch. Now I'm going to go to the import, and I'm going to import this object that I have over here, this teeth, and this is what I used before in the example. In my previous tutorial I showed you how to patch in the gap over here to close it with perfection. In my other tutorial I showed you how to remove text from here and actually add back other text, rounded text, wrapping text. So now I'm going to show you how to engrave that as we've seen what I just started. Okay, so I'm going to do it actually, there's a few things. In my previous tutorial I've shown you drawing on object option, which can also be an option over here to draw a line. So my goal here is to get a line, first of all, a profile that will be kind of hugging the teeth underneath here. So that, as I said, drawing is one option, but I'm going to show you a much easier way. So I'm going to activate polygon mode, and in polygon mode, you see if I try to click now on polygon, it will select just very tiny polygons. So I'm going to turn on the tolerance. Let's say I'm going to set it to 5. If I click now tolerance 5, it will select too much. It will select everything. So I'm turning on deep selection, and deep selection is something that recognizes sections. So if I'm going to select this, look, it will select this entire thing. Actually, it looks like it left over here, so I can select here again, a little bit like this. And I have to make sure it didn't select the back. So this is basically what you don't want, select the back, because then it will go in the back. You can actually exit the polygon mode to deselect here, or you can just actually lower the tolerance, and I click Control key to deselect, and I'll kind of marquee deselect like this. Okay, so now we left only with what I need to be selected, and now I'm gonna exit this. I'm gonna click copy. So what needs to happen over here, I want to select the edges here, and I'm gonna use a method that SelfCAD has in the edge mode, a new thing, to select loose edges. Now if I'm gonna activate now edge mode, try to select loose edges, it will tell me there's no loose edges, because loose edges is interpreted from a surface, and this is now just edges of a mesh, so it wouldn't recognize it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy these faces. So now that I copy these faces, I have this loose edges over here created. I mean this surface, which the surface has loose edges. So now I'm going to activate edge mode, and in edge mode I'm going to turn on again advanced selection, and I click on select loose edges. So before I want to do this again, I want to show you actually, now I closed the panel, I did it again. There is actually, while you record the tutorial, there is something, the undo redo is working as well. So I can undo basically. So let's say I'm going to undo this feature. So now this is still open over here. I set tolerance to 0, I deselected, and now I'm going to click on copy. So I basically, you see I had like step 13, I think. I'm step 18 now. Let me go over here what it says. It select highlight region to select, and now you see I set the tolerance to 0 and I deselected. But this is strange actually, the way the tutorials work, and I've explained this in many videos. It records every step, but when it comes to selection, it's only the net sum selection. So what actually happened is that if you see, if I do it like this, what will happen is that it will show me just select edges, and if I will click on 5 and select, it will select only what it's supposed to select because it knows. So it wouldn't actually show you the deselection. Actually, it does show you over here. I'm sorry for that. So I'm going to marquee select again and to click here to deselect. And let's see, you see, yes. So actually, it undid this, but there's no step for us. So at this point, you're going to have finally, it's going to show you just the final results to select. But nevertheless, this is going to work. It's just the selection always is something net sum. I'll explain to you later in this tutorial as well. But anyways, I leave it open the panel now and I click just copy. And now I activate edge mode and I click loose edge. So I'm just saving a few steps. So select loose. So it selected all of these loose edges. And now I'm going to close the panel actually and copy it. So I have these loose edges selected. So you can just see I'm step 14 already after copying, so I'm saving some steps. And while you record tutorial, you always have to be careful with steps, trying to save steps and not empty steps, the way we call it, and so on. Okay, so now I still need to select something. So while my edge mode is still selected, I'm going to hold again down my control key and deselect over here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not what I needed to do because there's nothing selected. I need to select, not hold down control key, just normally select. So I'm going to select like this. Okay, so I'm gonna select here and I'm gonna select this. Looks like there's here something that was selected from before, and I'm simply gonna click delete. And I can see in real time how this edge over here on my side panel is updated. So it looks to me there is something still going on over the other side, but actually not. It looks okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to deselect this. I'm going to go to the 3D sketch and I'm going to simply draw a circle. Activate the circle and click anywhere, and I'm going to click 2. So have a small circle of 2 and close it. And now once this is selected, I'm going to select this. Now this is another thing where selection is always a matter of tutorial. So I always need to select first the thing that is going to follow the path. And many times what happened is if I had this selected, like before, I deselected it before I started drawing. But what if I had this selected and then I want to go select this? I would go to deselect this, then select this, then again select this. But in tutorial, it's a net sum. It will just show you select this. And it would look like it's in the incorrect order. So when it comes to tutorial, follows 100% all of your steps, but somehow the selection part is just a net sum. It just show you what needs to be selected because they record the action needs to be in the order. So selection doesn't matter while you play a tutorial, but it does matter in real life. Okay, with that said, I have here this, and I'm going to go now to follow path. In my previous tutorial, I used follow path to wrap. There's an option when you have a mesh, there's an option to wrap it around. So I used the text to wrap around. This was actually my first tutorial, how to show to wrap around the text over here. But now when I have just profiles, the option is extrude. So one profile, which is the one that I selected the circle, will extrude along this path, and I click extrude. And this basically extrudes along this path. Okay, so we have now this object. So I'm going to select also the mesh, and I have to make sure I selected the mesh, not the faces. Yes, okay. Because I have these copied faces, same location, I mistakenly click there. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Stitch and Scoop, and I'm going to simply remove this mesh one that was created. And let's isolate this to make sure, or just inverse select and delete everything. Instead of isolating, just delete all of these things. And we left just with this. And look how nicely this is cut in. This is with precision, perfectly carved in. The exact same amount, exact everything, because it's based on the initial faces that we had over here. So in my previous video, when I filled, also actually my first video on this teeth, when I did the text over here, I used cut with profile, copy a profile option to kind of get the original profile out of the original mesh. That's the same concept over here. So I wanted to get a profile out of the original mesh instead of using a drawing. And this is basically the easiest option with these loose edges. I just had to first select the faces, copy faces, and then from the faces we will get loose edges. So I was able to do it this way. Okay, so with that said, let me just show you how you can do tutorials. Obviously you can share it. If you click share, you can share it to the website, and then you get to the way it will be is if you go to the main tutorial page. Once you share it, I can show you over here actually. So let me show you. So you have two options of sharing it. If I go share, and I'll make this, let's say, test, tutorial. You can fill in all of this. You can fill in the level, intermediate, but let's make it intermediate, for example. And I'm going to share this. And after this is shared, it takes a minute, needs to upload everything. So it shows you over here, this is the tutorial that was shared over here. but you can also find it, and over here you can, it basically shows you 35 steps, it shows you which tools I used, everything. But if you go to the main tutorial page, you see these other tutorials I did yesterday, you have an option over here, My Tutorials. If I click on My Tutorials, you will see all of the tutorials, and you see this is the test tutorial I just did. And you can click Include in My Library. If I click Include in My Library, then if you click on My Library, you go to the page, you cannot see my, the top of my page, the URL, but this is basically my library where you can give to anyone, the tutorials that you have created, a link to your page, your custom page, but that's not the public library. If you go to the main public tutorials, it will not be there. So if I go back to the main page, tutorial page, it's still not here. So, but if you go on the My Tutorial page, it's here. So in order to put it in the main page, you have to click on Publish. If you click on Publish, it will give you this information. And if you click Yes, then we will get an email and we will have to review it and approve it, and then it will be published over here. But the other option is, so this is if you want to, publish it on your page, or, keep it private, or send it on your public page that you can share with others, or put it on the public library. You also have the option Share as a File. So if you share it as a file, you can then go and basically share tutorial 3. I know what this is. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how you replay it and show you actually what happened with the replay. So I'm going to go now to Play Tutorial, and I'm going to load it and choose to load, which same thing will remove everything. I found this tutorial 3, and now it tells me test tutorial. The description, it's just a default description, I didn't change it. And you see it follows everything. It tells me what to do, go from the import, and it will import it from tutorial. And now it tells me activate the polygon, tells me to activate this. You can see we have 35 steps, and it tells me everything what needs to be done. So I'll set tolerance to 5, and look how the order even matters. You see it first told me this, and then the deep selection. It did exactly the way I said it, but here's the order, the way it works. Look what it tells me to select these polygons, and it's just a final selection. There's no deselection. Let's see, does it? No, actually it tells me over here to select again. So I did this actually. See, I had 2 clicks to select. I had this remaining, so it tells me to select this. It tells me to select it to 0, and it does show me the deselection. I was wrong. It does show me the deselection. Sometimes the net sum, but actually it didn't. So it did give me this step actually. So I was wrong. Okay, so I did follow it exactly. And then I turn on to edge mode, and then it tells me to select loose. Go to over here, select loose, and then exit. You see it tells me the exact same things. Copy, and it shows me what to deselect. You can see even here how it's highlighted what I need to deselect, what I need to select, I mean. To select, highlight it, reach to select. It's hard to see over here, but if you zoom in, you see it's green. So in tutorial, you can just go a wide selection, even if you cover everything, because they know what needs to be selected. So you see before I had to be very careful what to select, but tutorials know what needs to be selected. So you can just give a big brush and it selects everything. And I just need to click now delete. You see it highlights here the delete. And now I have to turn off the edge mode, and now it tells me to go to drawing, 3D sketch, and it didn't actually tell me to deselect this. Oh, now it tells me to deselect it. I don't remember when I deselected it, but it tells me over here, so you have to use my right key to zoom in. It shows me over here this dot, that I have to click this dot and click on 2 and then click again. You see it's a little bit different. I didn't have to click, I just pressed enter while doing it. But instead of showing enter, it gives me a point to click. So it's a little bit different sometimes. And now I have to click on this one, and then it tells me to follow path, extrude. You see, it gives me everything. And now it tells me to select this mesh. And you see the selection doesn't matter if I select from here or click here, it's the same idea. It tells me this, it highlights this, that I have to remove this. And I have to click here to finalize it, and basically it tells me inverse select and click on delete. Yes, and that's it. Congratulations, so it's completed. So you can say this is how easy it is to create a tutorial, but more importantly, this is how easy you can carve in things with SelfCAD. This is really easy. And okay, hope you enjoyed watching this. And please let me know in the comments if you want me to show anything else. Thanks for watching. Bye.